place, like home, right? And that's the truth with Trike Theater.
Yeah.
They're taking us down the yellow brick road,
right,
with munches and everything.
That's right. And you're putting your own spin on it, right? So we're talking to director of The Wizard of Oz at Trike Theater, Chris Tennyson, joining us. Chris, so talk to us about what's your inspiration for this?
Sure. So when we were thinking about doing this, we said, you know, all of our young artists are very familiar with the story and the movie and kind of the visual aspects of it.
Right.
And we at Trike really want to give our students some freedom and liberty to explore new ideas and new things. And I said, well, what most people aren't going to be familiar with is the punk movement that happened in London in the 80s.
Oh, nice.
And so, you know, when the house crashes down, there we are in leather jackets with safety pins and mohawks and all of that.
Are there any, like, elements that you felt like you really needed to include? Because, I mean, when you're dealing with a classic like The Wizard of Oz, is there anything that you're like, man, we have to do
we have to have that.
We actually tried to stay away from that as much as possible. I mean, the story is the story. It's obviously Dorothy meeting the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion and fighting the witch and meeting the wizard. But really, outside of that, we kind of let a lot of room for the kids to run free and explore and immerse themselves in this weird, strange world that most of them had no idea about. So that was a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Yeah, leaving it open to imagination and interpretation and doing a totally new thing with The Wizard of Oz. Folks, we have the details that'll come up on your screen about when you can see this. It is today, that's right, Chris, and tomorrow. Performance times listed there. We'll have the information on our website, nwahomepage.com. And now there's a scene that's going to happen. Do we need any setup for this scene?
I don't think so. I think anyone who's familiar with The Wizard of Oz will know exactly what this is.
All right. Let's get out of the way.
Take it away.
You guys take it over.
I know what you're up to. The wizard sent you to kill me. Isn't that amusing?
How dare you take us prisoner like this?
They don't call me wicked for nothing. Just fighting a little fire with fire. Seize them. Take the Scarecrow to the barn and scatter him around with the hay. Take the Tin Man to the waterfall. That ought to rest to him nicely. And this great Lion, harness him like a donkey and put him to work.
You wicked thing.
Here's my broomstick, sweet little Dorothy. Get to work. And when you're finished, you can mop the floors, but be quick about it. Those shoes, those ruby slippers, where'd you get them?
The Wicked Witch of the